Dawson's Rambles.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Ryder here with a sort of Power Rangers theory video about Power Rangers Dino Fury and the Green Morphin Master, or more so about the Green Morphin Master, as we recently learned that the Green Morphin Master has interfered with past affairs and is responsible for several key things, such as the legendary battle, the Rangers showing up and the new power showing up, the return of Steel, as well as Jason and the other Dino teams coming into play last season during Beast Morphers. And it's caused a lot of people to wonder, like, what exactly she's responsible for. And one of those things I've seen pop up in the comments on several videos is people wonder whether she could in any way be related to the Green Power Coin, and possibly she feels guilt over what she did with the Green Power Coin or creating the Green Power Coin, and that's why she's doing all this now. And it's funny because I did a theory video a while back before any of this revelation happened, that like, why is the Green Morphin Master so important? And I think I tied it to like the Green Chaos Crystal and stuff like that. I don't think I hit the nail exactly on the head, but at the time I honestly just assumed they were putting Green in the forefront because Izzy's kind of an important character this season. But I like that we actually got a reason for like why Green's important, because Green is the one going out there and being proactive compared to the other Morphin Masters, which are staying behind. As far as, is she responsible for the Green Power Coin? I mean, I don't think she created it. They could always retcon it. After all, within the context of the series, it was stated that Ninjor created the original Power Coins, and then they quested for the Ninja ones, which he also created. The only one we know he didn't create in regards to the TV show universe continuity is the White Ranger original one, because we know Zordon created that one. But I think it was kind of inferred or implied or whatever that the Green Ranger one was also created by him. However, the Green Ranger one has always been special from the others. I mean, of course it was used for Green with Evil and all that stuff, but it has a special look to it. It's tied with Green Chaos Energy, which I guess is just like a pure physical version of the Morphing Grid. So it's always been a bit different from the rest of the powers. So I don't think it's necessarily impossible, if they wanted to retcon it, that she created that power coin, because it wouldn't be that much of a stretch and I wouldn't be mad. I don't think that's going to be the case. I do think it would be cool if they added to the lore rather than have her be responsible for the Green Power Coin. Maybe make it so that Ninjor studied under the Morphin Masters to learn how to create Ranger powers like that. Because after all, it always was a little bit weird that a Ninjor ninja-themed guy created the original Dino coins. Like, obviously it made sense for the ninja theme they went for Season 3, but of course it was a classic case of, especially the Zordon era, having something that's kind of ill-fitting fit for their purposes, because they were doing a ninja theme. So it's like, why not have a guy named Ninjor create the original Power Coins? Don't get me wrong, I kind of dig that, because I love that sort of creativeness that they had back in the day, where they kind of had to make things fit for their purposes, and it led to a really unique, albeit messy, universe. But I think that would be kind of a cool add-on to the lore, if maybe the Morphin Masters did help Ninjor create the powers, and maybe the Green Morphin Master specifically helped create the Green Power Coin as sort of a trump card, you know, as the strongest member of the team to be used in vital situations, because I know people don't like it when I bring up comic lore, but the Green Power has always been different. Like I said, it's tied to Green Chaos Energy. The stuff like the armor and whatnot was added on later by Rita for different reasons, at least in the comic continuity. But even before Rita got to it and messed with it and added in her dark magics and all that stuff, it was always a little bit special. So that would actually be kind of cool. I don't think it's going to happen, but that would be neat. With that being said, you know, when people brought up this theory about like, well, would she be interfering now over her guilt in her involvement of the Green Coin? I mean, if we're being honest, Evil Green Ranger didn't cause all that much damage. Like, I know that he almost defeated the Rangers, and it was like one of the most major victories over the Rangers at the time, but it was really just a blip on the radar. Like, he went into their command center, he broke into their Megazord, all that stuff. He nearly succeeded in defeating them. But after he was turned good, the Green Ranger really didn't cause much damage after that. It was really only damage localized to a couple fights with the Rangers. So considering the scale of things that the Morphin Masters witness, that seems pretty small. I mean, stuff like the legendary battle which they interfered with, or this fight against Zed, or stuff like that they've interfered with, is much bigger than a minor fight. Because, like, again, after that, I mean, outside of stuff like the Thomas clone showing up, the Green Ranger wasn't a problem, and Tommy himself ultimately went on to do very heroic things. Maybe she feels guilty for the rise of JDF. I feel like, I mean, within the context of PR, I could see them maybe doing that, but when you really think about it, the repercussions of the Green Ranger weren't all that big. However, they were pretty significant over on the World of the Coinless for Lord Draken. I highly doubt they would ever tie it this close to comic lore and confuse people. And this is purely a thought exercise for the sake of fun, tying together the show and comic lore. I think it would be cool because there is the multiverse established in the show. We've established it from visiting RPM and Dino Charge Earth. If maybe the Green Morphin Master did have a hand in helping create the Green Power Coin, and of course the creation of the Green Power Coin led to massively destructive consequences in regards to the rise of Lord Draken and the shattering of the grid itself. And maybe that would be why she wanted to interfere, because after all, in the Shattered Grid comic, the Morphin Masters refused to interfere. So maybe after Shattered Grid was done, she's like, okay, we can't not interfere. You know, what I did ultimately caused this by creating the Green Power Coin, and that's why she would make good. I mean, I doubt they would ever do that. It would be cool to see, like, it wouldn't be, in my opinion, any less confusing as them showing older footage from shows that kids don't recognize in the clip shows and be like, you know, in another world, the Green Ranger ran out of control, and then they just show a brief 3-second little flash sideways to the live-action Draken Shattered Grid trailer. Again, I doubt that would happen. I'm not saying that this is my theory of what's going to happen, but if they were to have something about Green Morphin Master feeling guilty over her creating the Green Power Coin, I feel that timeline would make a lot more sense. And then it retroactively would make sense that, like, she would want to be involved after the events of Shattered Grid. Because when they didn't interfere before, it led to disastrous consequences. But that would be pretty cool. Again, I don't think that part is likely. I think given the twists and turns they've had in the series in regards to lore, it's not impossible they might want to tie it back to the original series with the Green Power Coin, but I don't think it's going to happen. It's interesting to think about, though. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you think the Green Morphin Master has anything to do with past MMPR lore, such as the Green Power Coin? Let me know in the comments as always. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring that bell. See you notifications for my videos. Dawson Ryder, signing out.